Song of Songs is an intriguing book of the Bible. I guess you haven't studied it very often before. Many churches rarely get round to a preaching series from the Song of Songs, and yet it is in the Bible. It is God's word for us today. It's an intriguing book for a number of reasons. It's intriguing because we don't know exactly who wrote it. Often it's been called the Song of Solomon. Was it written by Solomon? About Solomon? To Solomon? We don't really know. We don't know exactly who he's speaking all of the time. It's a conversation, well, a series of songs really, as the name suggests. Songs in which a man and a woman sing to each other a love song. A lovely series of love songs as they look forward to married life together, as they record their marriage and their joy of the marriage night, and then the ups and downs of married life. So what do we know about it? Well, we can place it in history at about the time of Solomon. Of course, if you know the Bible, you know Solomon had a lot of wives, but perhaps this was written to his first wife before his heart was led astray. It's a human love story. But it's so much more, because in the Bible, marriage is given as not only God's provision for human relationships, but also as a pointer to the ultimate relationship between God and people, between Christ and his church. So why should we read Song of Songs today? We live in a society that has recently redefined marriage, and therefore we need to keep coming back to the Bible to be reminded that God in his word defines marriage as between one man and one woman exclusively for life. We live in a society that's obsessed with sex, which views sex merely as an appetite to be fulfilled. If you're hungry, grab a burger. If you feel like sex, well, find someone, find an outlet. The Bible has a high view of marriage and a high view of sex to be enjoyed within the marriage bonds. And yet, the Bible isn't prudish. In the poetry of the songs, we see a man and a woman express to one another their delight in one another's body and delight in sex. If you're a bit prudish, you might find it a bit awkward, but we shouldn't find it uncomfortable because God doesn't. Sex in the right context is to be enjoyed. And if you're married, there's helpful reminders of how to keep love and intimacy alive. But, of course, it points to the ultimate relationship, as I've said. And therefore, it's for all Christians. It's a book in which we hear Jesus Christ sing to us and tell us he delights in us. A wonder of wonders, he loves us, though we're not very lovely sometimes. And we get to join in the chorus and tell him that we love him and that we delight in him and that we're glad to be close to him.